Hey guys, so as a college student, I get asked all the time what my major is. So I'm majoring in anthropology at the University of Kentucky and I absolutely love it. I have always liked listening to people and their stories. Listening makes us more empathetic and is a crucial part of nonviolence. And this is really important to remember because a lot of times when we look at the media and our schools, the stories that are told are stories of violence. So I was reminded of this recently when I read an article by Ken Butigan, who is a strategist at Campaign NonViolence, Bene, and it was called The University's Responsibility for Peace and Nonviolence. It was published in the Vatican Education Journal, and one of my favorite parts was where Ken said that we remember our violence in history much more than our nonviolence. Violence is dramatic, he said, and it really is, but nonviolence is what has kept us alive. So we have to teach nonviolence. It's effective, it has more peace for everyone in the long run. If we look at studies like one of my favorites by Erica Chenoweth, we can see that when nonviolence is used in movements, it works. And so through this, Ken stated that universities are responsible to teach nonviolence, for teaching nonviolence. Some work at it and do it, like for instance, for me at UK, I'm working on a peace studies certificate, and so they're working to teach nonviolence, and some universities, on the other hand, don't work to teach nonviolence. But when we look at it, it's not just universities that are responsible for teaching this, it's also primary schools, middle schools, high schools. For my dad, as a child, he went to a Catholic school in which they wore military-esque uniforms and they did marches every day. And then in the 90s, years later, my mom actually went back to teach at that same school. And it was really different. They didn't wear these military uniforms anymore. They didn't march around. And my mom said, "What happened?" She was asking the sisters, "What changed?" And they said that they were sitting around and they were praying and they were thinking, "We are named Mount Sacred Heart after the Sacred Heart of Jesus." And that is about nonviolence and love. And we can't be promoting this military conflict style of being in our schools. And so through this, we realized that every educator has a responsibility to promote peace. Every person has a responsibility to work for peace. In Ken's article, he stated that we have to follow Jesus, who relieved suffering, rejected violence and killing, returned good for evil, healed divisions, responded to the cry of the poor, and worked for a just and peaceful world. So right now, I'm very thankful to Ken, who has worked to teach peace his whole life, is working for it right now. So thank you, Ken. And I'm also grateful to my school, where I'm getting my Peace Studies certificate. If you liked this video, please like and subscribe. Check out the Campaign NonViolence Bene website. We've got some amazing things going on later this summer. Follow us on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook. Peace out. Thanks, guys. Bye.